Good afternoon, professors, classmates, invited professors from other universities, and members of the audience. Today, our Group 2, is pleased to present our final innovative project for the Critical Thinking and Science of Creativity course. Our project is called Smart Campus Safety Band. Through this semester, we learned that critical thinking is not only about analyzing ideas, but also about using creativity to address real-life problems. Based on this approach, our group identified an important issue faced by university students: campus safety, particularly in emergency situations. In this presentation, we will explain the problem we identify, introduce the innovative solution we designed, and show how we evaluated its technical feasibility, market relevance, and financial viability. This project represents the outcome of our collective learning journey, combining theory, case studies, and practical application. Before going into the project, I will briefly introduce our group. Our group consists of 6 members, and each of us contribute to different aspects of the project. The team includes Tiffany, Karine, Vaishnav, Annabelle, Felix, and myself, 16. Through the project, we work together on both the analysis and the final deliverables, which allowed us to benefit from diverse perspectives and skills. This slide explains how we organize the work within our group through the semester. From the beginning, we clearly divided responsibilities according to each member's strengths and areas of interest. Some members focus more on project design and technical aspects, while others work on market analysis, financial feasibility, report writing, and presentation structure. However, even though tasks were divided, the project remained highly collaborative. We held regular meetings to discuss progress, challenge each other's ideas, and ensure consistency across all parts of the project. This collective approach helped us stay organized, meet deadlines, and deliver a coherent final project. Here are the main parts of today's presentation. We will start with an executive summary and a clear explanation of the problem we aim to solve. Then we will introduce our product, its objective, key features, and how it works. After that, we will present our market and financial analysis, followed by strategic tools such as SWOT and PESTLE. Finally, we will conclude with the project life cycle, future opportunities, and our individual and group learning outcomes. We will now move on to our promotional video, which will be presented by Vaishnav.
Qualities. Amazing! Freedom. Late night study sessions. Making new friends. It's all part of the adventure. But walking back from the library late at night or through a quiet parking lot, that can feel a little different. What if your phone is buried in your bag, or you're in a situation where you just can't use it? That's why we created this Smart Campus Safety Band. It's your personal safety net, right on your wrist. If you ever feel unsafe, just press the SOS button. Or, if it detects a fall, it activates automatically instantly. It signals your phone, which pinpoints your exact GPS location and sends an emergency alert with your ID to campus security. They get your live location updated in real time, so help can find you fast. No fumbling for your phone, no trying to explain where you are. Just one simple press, and you're connected to help. It's more than a device. It's confidence for you, for your parents, for everyone. Stay safe and enjoy every moment of campus life.
In order to strengthen our credibility of this project, we consult with an expert with the field of software engineering, IoT, and connected device. Our expert, Timothy Gilbert Handi Widoyono, review our concept and provide professional feedback on the both technical feasibility and the overall logic of this project. His opinion helped us identify strengths, limitation, and possible improvement, which allowed us to refine our solution and to make it more realistic. The main problem we identify is the emergency situation on the campus often fail due to unreliable communication and an excessive dependences on the smartphone. In critical moments, students may not be able to unlock their phone, open an application, or even have enough battery. This delay can significantly reduce the effectiveness of emergency responses. To address this issue, we designed the Smart Campus Band Safety, a standalone and always ready wearable device. Its main purpose to enable immediate and discreet emergency communication without relying solely on a smartphone in a stressful situation. Product overview and objective. The Smart Campus Safety Band is a safety-focused wearable designed to function both during emergency and in daily campus life. With this product, our objective is to allow students to quickly request help in the discreet way while creating a campus environment where individuals feel safer and more confident. Unlike traditional solution, the band is designed to be worn every day, not only in the moment of danger. Overall, the product aims to combine simplicity, reliability, and accessibility to improve campus safety in a realistic, practical way. Key feature. This slide presents the key feature of the Smart Campus Safety Band. The band includes an SOS emergency button, GPS location sharing, fall detection, and real-time alert sent to campus security or emergency contact. In addition, the device is designed to be wearable and stylish, encouraging daily use rather than rejection. It also consumes very low power, which allow longer battery life and increased reliability. Together, this feature ensure that the band remain functional, easy to use, and effective in emergency situations.
So after explaining the Smart Campus Safety Band, how it works from a technical perspective, we'll now focus on the physical components and the materials used to design the device. This will help us better understand how the product combines functionality and durability, as well as comfort. As you can see here, we have a multi-GNSS receiver. We have an ultra-low power battery mode, which will enable the watch to have a 3 to 5 days lifespan. We also have a sensor fusion optimized for low power and fixed verification for free fall and impact and immobility.
Let's get some key insights about the components and materials which we used in development of our Smart Campus Safety Band. So the components can basically be categorized into two sections, which is the technical part and another is the field comfort factor. Starting with the technical parts is the SOS button. Whenever the user feels some distress signal or emergency alert, they can just simply press the SOS button. Another thing on the PCB which plays an important role is the motion sensors, whose function is to actively detect fall detection and activity monitoring of the user. Another thing is the GPS module, which helps us in tracking the real-time location of the user. Another thing is the Bluetooth module on the PCB, which helps in maintaining connectivity wirelessly with the mobile phone and also syncing it with our mobile app. Next component is the microcontroller, which acts as the CPU of our watch. It helps in smart processing and data management. The next major component is a battery. The battery which we use in development of our watch is designed according to the thought that it should be long lasting in terms of power and should be charging in less time, which makes the performance efficient. Another thing is the vibration alert indicator, which acts as the haptic feedback for the user. Now coming to the field comfort factor, one of the thought which we had in our mind while developing this product was that it should not feel like a safety device unless or until needed. So we used is silicone rubber strap, which is skin friendly, durable and comfortable. Another physical feature of this watch is the advantageous lightweight plastic, which is durable, impact resistant. We also provide IP65 protection, which protects the watch against the moisture and the dust. The next physical advantage which we gave in this watch was the protective screen material, which is crash resistant to some extent and also provides a clear display. Now I would like to invite my next team members.
So I'll take you through the market demand analysis and the marketing strategy. Our market analysis shows a clear and consistent demand for campus safety solutions. University students, faculty, and staff often move across campus, sometimes late at night or in isolated areas, which increases safety concerns. Existing solutions such as smartphones are not always reliable in emergency situations due to access delays, lack of discretion, or battery limitations. The Smart Campus Safety Band addresses these weaknesses by offering a hands-free and discreet alternative. From a marketing perspective, the product is well suited for institutional adoption. Universities can integrate the band into campus safety programs, reinforcing their commitment to student well-being and social responsibility. On to the financial overview, which includes the cost structure and the pricing. This explains the cost structure and pricing strategy of the Smart Campus Safety Band. The selling price per unit is set at 80 RMB, while the variable cost per unit is approximately 45 RMB. The main cost components include the casing, sensors, battery, and Bluetooth module, as well as assembly, quality control, and packaging. This pricing strategy ensures that the product remains affordable for institutions while still generating a positive contribution margin per unit. It goes on and continues with the break-even analysis and viability for this product. In order to evaluate the financial viability of the project, we conducted a break-even analysis. The total fixed costs for the first year are estimated at 335,000 RMB, which include research and development, marketing, and operational expenses. Based on our calculations, the break-even point is approximately 9,571 units sold. After reaching this point, each additional unit generates profit. This shows that the project is financially viable, especially when supported by bulk purchasing through institutional sales. Our SWOT analysis highlights several strengths, such as the product's specialized safety functionality, discrete design, long battery life, and cost advantage compared to full smart watches. However, there are also weaknesses, including dependence on a nearby smartphone and limited features compared to advanced smartwatches. In terms of opportunities, partnerships with universities and potential expansion into other markets, such as elderly care, offer strong growth potential. Finally, the threats include competition from large technology companies and app-based alternatives, as well as the risk of technical failure impacting brand reputation.
Starting with the PESTEL analysis, the PESTEL analysis is an acronym for political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental factors that would be affecting our product. With the political factors, we need to explore government fundings and the grants for the campus safety initiatives, while also complying with the data privacy regulations. Additionally, we also need to explore the university rules and regulations regarding the technologies of surveillance and tracking. From the economic perspective, we need to make a cost-benefit analysis so that we can make our product more viable. And we also need to study the market demand so we can implement effective pricing models, which also encourages the students to adopt our products. While we also need to look for a potential public and private partnership for our product. Talking about the social factors, in recent years, there has been an increase in awareness about the student safety on the campus, which opens up the opportunity of wide acceptance of the wearable technology, also about our Smart Campus Safety Band. From the technological perspective, integration of IoT, GPS, and campus alert system is vital, while we also need to work upon cybersecurity measures and data encryption protocols, which protects the data of our users while providing them with an stable product that gives stable battery life, durability, and a good user interface. We also need to work upon the legal issues, which is regarding the intellectual property rights and patent considerations. Talking about the environmental factors, we focus on using the components which are sustainable with the environment, easy to recycle, and energy efficient. Now I would like to invite my next team member to take over the stage.
In order to better understand students' perception of safety on campus, we conducted a survey among university students. The results show that 65% of students do not consistently feel safe on their campus, and 70% feel unsafe when walking alone, especially at night. These findings clearly confirm that safety is a real and widespread concern among students. In addition, most respondents believe that using a smartphone during an emergency is not always fast or easy, which reinforces the need for an alternative solution. This second part of the survey focuses on user interest in a wearable safety device. More than half of the respondents stated that they would like to use a wearable safety device connected to their phone or campus security system. The most valued features were the SOS emergency button and real-time location sharing. These results validate our product design choices and show that the Smart Campus Safety Band directly addresses users' most important expectation.
We're also going to talk about the advantages of the SOS watch. Now, the Campus Safety Band offers several key advantages compared to the existing fast solutions. First, it provides quick and discreet emergency activation, which is essential in stressful situations. The device is designed to be simple and intuitive, reducing reaction time. In addition, its reliable signal transmission and long battery life increase overall effectiveness. By minimizing false alerts and enabling accurate location sharing, the band improves response quality and user trust. Despite its advantages, the product also has some limitations. One of the main challenges is smartphone dependency, as advanced features require a paired device. Another main limitation is the need for regular charging. Now, to mitigate these issues, we designed the band to operate independently for core SOS functions and optimize it for low power consumption. Privacy concerns are also addressed through a privacy by design approach, ensuring that alerts are sent only in emergency situations.
Let's take a look about how our Smart Campus Safety Band actually works. So the process starts with student wearing the campus band on their wrist. In case of an unfortunate emergency, they can just simply press the SOS button, or if a fall is detected, the system triggers automatically. Then the signal is transmitted to the mobile phone via the help of Bluetooth connectivity, and the GPS system is activated, identifying the location of the student. Then the emergency alert message are sent to the important contacts and the campus security system. Finally, the live tracking feature enables, which continuously enables campus security and the key contacts to be able to view live location until assistance is provided successfully. Now let's look over the product installation. The first step would be downloading our application from the app stores available on Android and iOS devices. The next step would be fully charging our device until the prompt appears system ready. The next step is to pair our Smart Campus Safety Band with the mobile application using the help of Bluetooth. This is a simple process which can easily be done through the prompts available on our application. The next critical step is user registration. This is the step where the student needs to enter information of the key contacts, their student ID, and connect the band to the campus security system so that in case of emergency, the help can arrive to them through the help of the key contacts and the security features. Finally, when the installation is complete, the user can easily access the features like SOS, GPS tracking, and fall detection, ensuring the safety of the students on the campus. Now I would like to invite my next team members to carry over.
The project lifecycle of the Smart Campus Safety Band consists of 5 main stages. It begins with design and development, followed by pilot testing and campus deployment. Once deployed, the project enters the operation and maintenance phase, where performance and user feedback are monitored. Finally, the life cycle includes replacement and recycling, ensuring sustainability and long-term responsibility in project management. In conclusion, the Smart Campus Safety Band addresses a real and persistent safety problem faced by university students. Through this project, we demonstrated that our solution is both technically feasible and financially viable. Beyond its current application, the product also offers strong future opportunities. These include adaptation for elderly fall detection, deployment in corporate or professional campuses, and feature upgrades such as improved sensors or system integration. Overall, this project shows that truthful innovation, supported by critical thinking, can lead to practical and impactful solutions. Next, Tiffany will explain about our group and individual learning outcomes.
Individual learning outcomes. Today, I would like to share my lesson that I gained from critical thinking class. I took this course actually to improve my critical thinking skill and enhance my decision making in everyday situation. One of the most valuable insight that I discovered is that critical thinking not only talking about finding the right answer or just following the logic. It is about letting the ideas develop freely and then evaluating them and refining them thoughtfully. I also learned the importance of initiative rather than waiting for the perfect condition. The class showed me that the real progress happened through consistent effort, not perfection. As a result, I've become more balanced in my approach, reduced procrastination, and embraced the mindset of starting first and improving as I go. Especially after reading the Salma Khan case study, it's really enlightened my mind. In addition, serving as deputy co-leader provided me with a very valuable experience in managing and interacting with people from diverse perspectives and background. This responsibility sharpened my leadership skill, which have benefited both my daily life and also my personal goals. Overall, this course combined with a leadership experience has a significant impact on how I think, act, and contributing meaningfully to my personal growth. Thank you for listening.
The key takeaways from the critical thinking course taught by Professor Wallace was learning to move beyond surface level observation. The Harvard case studies taught me to identify root causes and weigh multiple perspectives. Later on in the course, through our innovative project, which is the Smart Campus Safety Band, it allowed me to turn theory into practice. I learned to structure problems, design a user-centered solution, and weigh real-world impact. This course didn't just change how I think in class, it also changed my approach to solve complex situations in my life. Thank you.
For my individual learning outcomes, this course truly changed the way I think, work in a team, and approach complex projects. Through the semester, the case studies helped me move beyond first impressions and develop deeper critical thinking skills, such as questioning assumptions, analyzing context, and considering long-term consequences. As a group leader, I also learned that leadership is not only about organization, but about guiding collective reasoning, encouraging discussion, and responding constructively to feedback. The innovative project was a key turning point for me. It taught me how to transform an intuitive idea into a structured and feasible system by reassessing assumptions, improving arguments, and considering technical, market, and ethical constraints. Overall, this course helped me develop a more disciplined and reflective approach to innovation, which I will apply in my future academic and professional projects.
I'm going to proceed to my individual learning outcomes. Now, working on the Smart Campus Safety Band allowed us to apply these skills in a concrete way. Instead of focusing only on creativity, we learned to balance innovation and feasibility and ethics and user needs. This experience also strengthened our confidence in independent thinking, structured reasoning, and decision making, which will be valuable in both academic and professional contexts.
So on my learning outcome, this semester under the guidance of Professor Wallace, I strengthened my creative and critical thinking skills. I learned to break down complex arguments into premises, assumptions, and conclusions to evaluate their validity and strengths. I can now identify logical fallacies in academic and everyday discussions, helping me communicate more clearly and logically. I developed creative problem solving skills by generating multiple ideas and refining them into effective solutions. I became more aware of cognitive biases like confirmation bias, allowing me to pause, reflect, and make objective decisions. These skills helped me address real world challenges by focusing on root causes rather than surface level solutions. This course has given me a strong foundation for clear, creative, and critical thinking in my future career. Thank you.
These pages introduce our written report. They present the project title, the course context, and list all group members involved in developing the campus safety band. Now, this details the specific roles and contributions of each group member, showing how tasks were divided across research, analysis, writing, and presentation work. Here also the table of contents and executive summary give an overview of the structure of the report and summarize the core idea, motivation, and feasibility of the project. Now, these pages introduce the innovative product and clearly explain the vision, mission, and overall objectives guiding the development of the campus safety band. This slide explains the market context, identifies the social pain point related to campus safety, and introduces the business model supporting the solution. Here, the report begins the feasibility study, focusing on technical feasibility and describing how the system could realistically function using existing technologies. These pages go deeper into the technical mechanism, including software logic, emergency response processes, and power management considerations. This slide completes the technical feasibility discussion and transitions into the financial aspect of the project. And here the report presents the pricing strategy, break-even analysis, and explain why the project is financially feasible in an institutional context. These pages assess the viability and marketability of the product using strategic tools such as PESTLE and SWOT analysis. This slide explains the product installation procedure, outlining how the device would be set up, tested, and deployed during a pilot phase. Here, the report explains the technical functioning of the device, including SOS activation, automatic fall detection, and safe walk features. These pages introduce the pre-launch survey and explain how student feedback was collected to guide the project's development. This slide continues the survey analysis, focusing on high-risk situations, limitations of smartphone-based solutions, and feature prioritization. Here, the report concludes the survey analysis and presents the main advantages and disadvantages of the product. These pages explain how the identified disadvantages can be addressed and introduce the life cycle of the project. This slide describes the full life cycle of the project from initial design and pilot testing to deployment, maintenance, and sustainability. Here, the report explains the overall design, system architecture, and the rationale behind key project decisions. These pages describe how the project was delivered, including methodology, implementation strategy, and coordination. Now, this slide explains how users interact with the product, including setup, normal use, and emergency activation procedures. Here, the activity plan outlines the main project stages, milestones, and timeline. These pages summarize the project's deliverables, risk assessment, and final recommendations. This slide presents individual learning outcomes, highlighting how team members developed critical thinking skills. Here, additional individual reflections continue, emphasizing personal growth and analytical development. Also, these pages present the group learning outcomes, the overall conclusion, and supporting appendices. And this slide includes final appendices and technical references that support the credibility of the project. And this slide marks the formal conclusion of the written report. And this slide closes the report section